Macmillan Audio presents Whisper Network by Chandler Baker. Read for you by Almarie Guerra. For every woman who shared her story with me or with the world, and for every woman who fueled the collective voice within these pages, and a movement that demands to be witnessed, we hear you. Prologue. If only you'd listened to us, none of this would have happened. Eyewitness accounts. April 12th. Eyewitness 1. I'd just stepped outside when I saw a flash of, I don't know, something, movement, I guess, on the other side of the plaza, and at first I thought it was a giant bird and then some terrorist bomb. Another split second and I realized it was a person. I couldn't tell if it was a man or woman. People in this district are all pretty old school. They still wear suits. Traditional. Black pants and blazer flapping. Anyway, it's a pretty good fall from up there. Eyewitness 2. It was around 1:30 in the afternoon. I was just leaving lunch with a client at Dakota's. I nearly threw up my steak salad. Eyewitness 3. I'm not saying I don't feel bad. I do. It's awful. But also you have to be pretty selfish to do a thing like that, you know? There were people on the street. It was just after lunchtime. If you really have to, if you really must, then do that on your own time without so many people around. That's all I'm saying. Chapter 1. 3 weeks earlier. The day it began. March 20th. Before that day, our lives raced along an invisible roller coaster track. A cart fastened to the rails through engineering and forces we couldn't wholly grasp. Despite our superabundance of academic degrees, we moved with a sense of controlled chaos. We were connoisseurs of dry shampoo brands. It took us 4 days to watch a complete episode of The Bachelor on our DVRs. We fell asleep with the heat of laptops burning our thighs. We took 2-hour breaks to read bedtime stories to toddlers and tried not to calculate the total number of hours spent working as mothers and employees, confused as to which came first. We were overqualified and underutilized, bossy and always right. We had firm handshakes and hefty credit card balances. We forgot our lunches on kitchen countertops. Each day the same. Until it wasn't. The morning that our CEO died, we looked up suddenly to realize the roller coaster had a faulty wheel, and we were about to be thrown off the rails. Ardie Valdez, a patient, stoical person with practical, well-made Italian shoes, was the first to have an inkling of the crash ahead. She heard the news and decided to take cover. Grace? She stood in the hallway, sterile, but with unaffordable art, and knocked on a plain closet door with a cow magnet stuck to its front. It's me, Ardie. Can I come in? She waited, listening, until she heard a rustling behind the door. The legally mandated lock flipped out of place. Ardie ducked into the small room and latched the door behind her. Grace was already settling back onto the leather sofa, her silk blouse hitched cockeyed over 2 plastic cones fastened to her breasts. Ardie surveyed the room. A mini-fridge, the beat-up sofa on which Grace sat, a small television set playing Ellen. Outside, she could hear voices, quick steps, phones being answered and copies being made. She frowned approvingly. It's like your own little hideout in here.